The Progress Report.
All right, let's do it, man. What's going on? It's your girl Lalaa Shepard. This is exclusive interview presented by the Progress Report. I'm here speaking live with Cash Out. And also too, but I gotta
Yo,
salute my man Young Drama for connecting the dots. What's good, y'all?
yo, what's good? What's good? I'm in the Maybach chilling, just chilling.
That part,
Yeah.
man. That part. Well, like I was saying before, man, just want to let people know I've been wanting to link with you and get an interview with you. Just, following your career, working with a few producers that you work with and stuff. So I've been wanting to have this conversation just prior to the situation, just a heads up, okay? So,
Yeah.
but first off, let's get into it, man. How is your mental and how are you holding up on a day to day?
Oh man, mental been as strong as since day one.
For
Mind you,
sure.
I've been locked up for let's say going on 4 years. So, uh, 3.5 in Rice Street plus this little time at the camp that I'm at now. So, mental always been the same day one. I'm loved everywhere. Any floor I'm on, any side I'm on. So
Amen.
I'm a holder. Yeah, I'm a holder down everywhere. So it always been it always been at the highest level. So I love to read a lot, work out a lot, and plus a lot of whole other things that go on in the system. But it's been good because I know how the system works,
Yeah.
and I know how trial works, and I know there's always there's always something at the end. There's always something in the case. There's always something that wasn't right.
Yeah.
That comes both sides. So especially when you're dealing with DAs and district attorneys, and it's always something that's fishy because they
Yeah.
always want a conviction all the time. So that was my purpose of going to trial, just to
Mm.
experience it, just to see the system, see how it really works. And they wanted me to take a plea, but I wanted to take the risk and see
Mm.
what was really going on the inside of all my charges, and plus I didn't want to take a plea for a couple of charges that I didn't do. So that was my reason for going to trial too.
Nah, that's real. And I was definitely gonna ask you that too. Like, do you still stand on business and making that decision?
Yeah, most definitely. I
For
wouldn't
sure.
change that. I wouldn't change that because taking a plea for 25 to the door is basically like you admitting. That's
Yeah.
like you taking a plea. That's like you taking a plea and saying, okay, well, I did do this, but
Yeah.
they want you to take a plea and say that you killed somebody
Right.
that you didn't even do. So they adding all this in your plea agreement, and I'm like, no, I can't accept that.
Yeah.
As a man. I can't accept, as more as we stand on, you can't accept something that you didn't do no matter what the number is, no matter what
Yeah.
the charge is or anything. So that was my whole premises of like, nah, you know what? It is what it is at the end because once you know the system, you have appeals, you have higher courts. Mind you, in my trial, we almost had three mistrials, so it's a bunch of
Mm.
deficiencies. Yeah, it's a bunch of deficiencies in my case. Like if you was in the building, you'd be like, man, this is some weird stuff going on. You had biased juries, that just kept looking at me like, this just another rapper or something like that. So it was a
Mm.
lot going on in that 30 to 40 day trial that I really seen, why a lot of brothers have been railroaded in the system, especially
Mm.
when you don't have the money to fight the system.
Mm. No, that's real. I mean, definitely saying a lot of gems right there. And
Yeah.
let me ask you, do you feel like Atlanta's justice system treats rappers fairly?
Man, you seen that for yourself as far as,
Yeah.
you know, when they started my trial, mind you, we were supposed to live stream the trial.
Mm.
But
Okay,
the
I didn't know
judge,
that.
but the judge, yeah, but the judge on day one made a decision not to live stream my trial. So that's a red flag right there,
Mm.
because they seen what happened with the Thug trial. So they didn't
Yeah.
want the public. They didn't want the public like you or other
Yeah.
reporters, giving input on the trial. Like, hey, it's something fishy going on. Hey, this is going on. So that's why you only got the news clips. You didn't get the
Yeah.
live stream because day one the judge told the news hey, we will not be live streaming this trial. So there go your
Mm.
red flag right there.
That's real. That's real, man. And at one point of the trial, because I was able to see some stuff online, because I was very intrigued. I'm like, man, like, I wanted to see what was gonna happen if you was gonna be tried fairly and things of that nature. But one thing you said that stood out, you said one day the truth will come out, these things never happen. So like, can you tell us what you meant?
Oh, definitely. Um, it's basically like I don't know if you have in the Bible, but it's basically like the Bible story when Joseph got
Mm.
falsely accused.
Mm.
You feel me? And he had to go to prison. He had to go to Pharaoh's prison. And these things. If you Google once you get off this interview and see how many falsely accused men have been
Yeah.
released this year.
Mm.
This year alone, men that has been done 25, 20 years
Yeah. I've been seeing some
before,
stuff.
who haven't done nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So mind you, that's what that's the risk you take when you go to trial, because when they select jurors, mind you, like in trial, I just figured this out, and some people who never went to trial but been to prison a lot because they took pleas don't know how trial works. So when you go to trial, you get to pick your 6 jurors, right?
Mm.
So I had 2 panels that's 60 jurors apiece. So that's 120. So out of the 120, we felt like a good about 6 to 8 was fair and it was gonna be impartial and was just gonna be down the middle fair. So that's 8 out of 120, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the 8 that you select, the DA has a chance to strike those 6 to 8 people that you selected. So mind you, if the DA say, we don't like them 6 they selected and they strike them all, now you just stuck with 112 people who you don't trust with your life at all. You feel me? So
Mm-hmm.
it's a lose-lose situation. That's why you see a lot of brothers come back on appeals and go to higher courts and with their transcripts and with the case to get a fair judgment, because you never know who's on that jury panel. A racist, a person who don't like rappers, a person who don't like so quote unquote pimps or whatever. So you never know who's on that jury box who really don't care about the evidence. They just gonna look at you from day one and say, "Fuck it, we can't wait till this trial over." Excuse my language. We can't wait till this
Yeah.
trial over. He's guilty.
Yeah. Yeah. That's real. That's real.
Yeah, man.
It's it's with the legal system, man, it's just like, damn, it's I guess what you can prove, so to speak, and just not necessarily facts. But like what part of everything do you feel like got like misconstrued? Because like you did, did say like you only deal with grown women, escorting
Facts.
people that it's a mutual thing. Which if we grown, we understand what's going on. But which part got like misunderstood? I guess.
Definitely definitely the case with my cousin,
Okay.
because they had the video footage that they didn't play. So if the
Mm.
trial was live streamed, you would have seen the camera footage that they didn't want to play, because everybody in the hood knows my cars. You can't miss them. So they knew on that camera footage that my car was not in the area of where they say these things happen. So they didn't play that footage right there. Mind you, me and my cousin didn't take the stand because it's 3 witnesses that we couldn't find. Mind you, this case is 6 years old. So a lot of people didn't know this case was going to trial. A lot of people didn't know I was locked up. You feel me?
Mm.
So a lot of people didn't know that. They revoked my bond and locked me back up, so I couldn't be out there and find witnesses who was there and things of
Mm.
that nature. So that's what they do when they revoke your bond. They take a lot of your power away. You
Yeah.
feel me? Because they know this case is 2019. So mind you, that's 6 years ago. You got people
Man.
who done moved. You got
Yeah.
people who probably done died. You got people who all type of stuff. So it's tough trying to find those witnesses. But I know that 2 of them finna come forward, because they didn't even know that I was in trial till they seen the verdict on the news, and they like, whoa, he went to trial. So these things kind of hindered the case, right?
Mm.
Not having those witnesses that we needed at the time that was, that gave a statement in 2019. So that one right there, and plus the sex trafficking charges.
Yeah.
So mind you, um, we all grew up, we all grew up listening to Pimp C. We all
Mm-hmm.
grew up listening to Snoop Dogg. We all grew up
Yeah.
listening to 50 Cent, PIMP,
Yeah.
and things of that nature. So, that's the culture we grew up on. So when I always thought, quote unquote, sex trafficking was dealing with little girls or drugging victims and taking their IDs and stuff and forcing them to do something.
Right.
So, mind you, pimping is a misdemeanor. So
Mm.
I never denied, pimping because I'm like, I'm grown, this
Yeah.
woman grown. If a woman want to buy you something, give you something, what, what's the problem?
Yeah.
Because men do it all the time.
Yeah.
So is we getting pimped too? Do the women get charged with pimping or sex trafficking when we give them money?
Yeah.
So what was the difference? The difference was, hey, he's a rapper. We got to hit him
Mm.
with the biggest charge, which is sex trafficking. Mind you, they could have hit me with the lesser charge, which is a misdemeanor, which is pimping. And when
Mm.
two adults agree to something, just say if me and a woman agree to something, and she like, hey, I like you. I want to, I
Yeah.
trust you. I trust you to, I want to give you my money or whatever the case is, whether she in a strip club, whether she doing whatever, and you guys get caught up in a police sting or something.
Yeah.
You know, that's like, okay, two grown people, okay, they gonna charge the male with pimping, they gonna charge the woman with prostitution or whatever, soliciting. You feel me? So those are misdemeanor charges. So if you look at my charges, you see that a couple of them they charge me with pimping. So why not charge me
Right.
all of them with pimping? You feel me? So that's what I didn't never deny and say, oh, I don't know these women and what they got on the stand and say, oh no, he didn't force us to do anything.
Yeah.
We made those decisions on our own, and all of them was doing it. Well, the three I know was doing it before I met them. You
Yeah.
feel me? So I didn't really see, it kind of threw me off. Like they making a big deal out of it. Like I just
Mm.
tied somebody in the basement.
Yeah, man.
Like just goddamn, you can go on my Instagram right now. You gonna see plenty of women on my page,
For
man. I'm talking
sure.
about living life,
For sure.
rocking the flies clothes, rocking jewelry, money in their hands. So come on, man. Let's be honest for real.
Nah, 100%. I'm with you. I think, just being in the Atlanta culture, like that's just what's going on. Like, I think
Man,
I don't know. That's just what's going on. Like again, and we grown.
the
This is grown
the
people
world is
business.
revolved around pimping. I don't care what you
For
doing, working a
sure.
job. I don't care if you get signed to a record label.
Yeah,
I
for
don't
real.
care if you got to go do a show. The world is revolved around some type of pimping, man.
Right.
Let's be honest, bro. Let's
Nah, that's
be
that's real
honest.
shit. That's real shit, man. It's
You go
very
to the
interesting.
you go to the prison system. They pimping. They pimping
Right.
us. They got us buying commissary, buying phone time.
Yeah.
They got us doing everything. Then they want to trip about when you having contraband. Then you getting pimped if
Mm,
you having that. So the world is revolved around that some type of way. Some type of way.
facts.
So everybody might as well get charged with it then.
Nah, that's hey man, that's real talk. But again, like if we talking about Atlanta culture and grown people business, man, that's just some shit that's going on. And not just Atlanta, but I can just speak about where I live and how shit is here.
Most
So
definitely.
I get it. I definitely get it.
Most definitely.
Now, let me say this too. Now, I feel like a lot of people online was saying they gave you the time they was trying to give Diddy. Like, what's your reaction to hearing something like that?
Um, I felt like the only reason I got that time, mind you, is the charge with my cousin, which is
Mm,
totally false. So that's the charge we really worried about. The other charges are nothing. You feel me? Because
yeah.
I already did 4 years to the door. So even if it was 25, mind you, I went to trial, I didn't take a plea. So if you go to trial and or get a 25, you only have to do 10 years. You feel me? Mind you get out on parole in 10 years. You do a couple classes, you get out in 7 years. So that wasn't the focus. The focus was the falsely accused charge. And
Mm.
that was the main focus because everybody in the world, everybody in the city, everybody in the jail know me. So they know, man, this man wouldn't do nothing like that a
Yeah.
day in his life. He done been around millions of women. Where the
Yeah.
other 999,000 at then? Who gonna come and say something like that? You feel me? So back to being falsely accused, which you have seen in a lot of instances where a person is just like, okay, two black people over here, one a rapper. This person, you taking one person word against another person word. They not taking the stand. So guess what? Oh, when you don't take the stand, oh, they must be, they must be guilty when you
Mm.
don't take the stand. But it don't be like that. It be like you be looking at that person like I just said, like Joseph in the Bible. I can't believe this person is devilish enough to get up there and just lie like that.
Yeah.
Like honestly, most definitely.
Nah, that's real, man. And just like just looking back, like what's your feelings towards, the people involved? Like, I mean, have you been able to let that shit go, or like are how do you feel?
Man, I love the women that I knew. I love them as much as I loved them yesterday. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed because mind you, if you look at that, the closing statements, I said they were bullied into this
Mm.
charge. They were
Mm.
bullied into this. So, mind you, one of the Deanna female, she was just on video visit with me in jail.
Mm.
Talking about they need to free you, they lying, and then a couple months later they indict her. They
Mm.
add her in the RICO. So
Damn.
that's bullying. That's bullying a woman who just had a child into my case. So you know what a woman gonna do in the
Yeah.
fear of not seeing her child or the fear of this and that. So I never faulted her.
Yeah.
I never because they bullied her in the situation. The same with Kiera, house arrest. Oh, they threat you with the RICO. Oh, the RICO carry this. See, a lot of people don't have thick skin like men or
Mm.
things of that nature. So the DA gonna be able to penetrate that easily, scare you up with these tactics, and say, well, guess what? We'll offer you a proffer if you get on the stand and just say anything. Say you
Mhm.
killed 10 people. We don't give a damn what you say. We gonna let you free. You
Yeah.
feel me? So I never faulted any woman for doing what they did because before they was indicted, they was on video calls with me. They was on the phones with me. They was screaming, "Free me!"
Yeah.
So that lets you know something right there. What
Yeah.
woman would be on a video call or on the phone with them if they hate this person?
Yeah.
If this person done did all these things to them, they'll be like, "Fuck that nigga! I don't give a
Yeah,
damn if
nah,
he
for sure. For
I'm
sure.
not talking to him."
That's facts.
So everybody knows this. If you were sitting in that trial, you would be able to see like, damn, these folks on video calls with him and butt naked and everything. You feel me?
Yeah.
But when the DA seen that, mind you, when the DA seen those calls, this is what the DA do. They pull up the female's record if
Mm.
she has got arrested for soliciting or anything. They like, oh, this must probably been one. It could have been
Mm.
before me. It could have
Mhm.
been before me. Because mind you, anybody I dealt with never got arrested.
Yeah.
Never, never. So this could have been before me. It really didn't matter. If they see it on your record, they gonna say, oh, we need to indict this person. We gonna scare them with the indictment.
Yeah.
You need as many. You need, mind you, before these three, they didn't have no witnesses. So you need as many witnesses to make the jury convincing. So hey, let's indict some people, bully some people, scare them with this RICO. Oh, it carries 25 years, and motherfuckers gonna start shitting bricks and say,
Yeah,
man,
for
nah.
real. Yeah. Nah, that's real. That's
The
real.
only person who they tried to force or bully and tried to make him lie against me was Drama, who never been
Yeah.
arrested a day in his life.
Yeah.
So that lets you know how the system is now.
Man.
Just because just because he was on video visit with me, they indicted him, arrested him, and made him have to spend money, made him have to get a lawyer just because they lied on him. But now he out free because they made up the
Crazy.
shit.
Crazy. And again, it's when everything had first happened, man. Damn, we got an Amber Alert. So, when everything had first happened, man, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Because, I know drama. I'm like, bro, so we did
Yeah.
our sit down interview and everything had, happened and everything. So it's just crazy. So just knowing how that went down, of course they doing anything and everything in their power to, to get
Anything.
you. I see. I see.
They tried to make my co-defendant tell on me. This how desperate they was. They just like if you got 3 murders, right? They didn't give a damn if he had 3 murders. They like, look, if you tell on the big dog, we'll basically let you out of jail.
Mm.
So they willing to let anybody out just to get me,
Yep.
just to get me, the rapper.
Mm-hmm.
So that lets you know how the system is now. That they don't give a. Even though my co-defendant was like, hell no, I'm not finna get up there and lie
Yeah.
on you just to free myself. You feel me? Like, so I love him to this day for the
For sure.
honor, the honor. You feel me? Like the honor of him sitting beside me
For
and
sure.
sitting beside my mama and saying, I got the paper right here in my room. They sent him a paper and say, hey, if you give us any type of
Man.
information. Basically, they like, we don't give a damn if you lie. If you give us any type of information on him, we'll work a nice little deal with you.
That
But
shit
he didn't
crazy.
take it. He didn't take it. The same with Drama. He Drama like I can't make up nothing.
Yeah, like what?
That should have just fucked with your heart if you get up there
Yeah, 100%.
and
100%.
send somebody to jail when you know they ain't did nothing. That should have
100%.
fucked with your heart.
100%. And like what's your message to your mom? I don't know if y'all got a
You have
chance
1 minute
to,
left.
Oh
indirectly
yeah, I'm definitely call back.
for sure, for sure. But what's your message to your mom though? Like assuming y'all haven't spoken.
Oh no, I speak to my mom
For
like
sure.
every other day.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
she's a big dog.
Yeah.
She she is me.
Yeah.
So she wouldn't she don't you see how she said that she don't give a damn what they say. You feel? Because she knows she didn't do nothing,
Yeah.
but she gonna stand tall with her son regardless.
For sure.
That's what a mother does.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what a mother does. Protect her children, just like
Hmm.
a father. So it don't matter what the situation is. She never looked at me wrong, never said, oh, you got me in this situation. Never.
Yeah.
Because she knew everything was a lie. All the charges, it was made up.
Yeah.
They can't, how the hell y'all gonna say PMG is a
Thank you for
gang?
using Securus.
Yeah, just
Goodbye.
call me back.
Yeah, he about to call right back.
Okay.
Hold on.
For sure, for sure. We go. There we go.
Okay. Mind you, on opening statements, right, the DA said, we're gonna show you that PMG is basically quote unquote like a gang. We're going to show you that everybody has tattoos of PMG. We're going to show you the clothing of PMG, the same fucking weak ass tag that they did in the YSL trial.
Yep.
We're going to show you this. We're going to show you that. The reason why they didn't want to live stream my case because the whole damn case they never showed none of that shit. So the transcripts, and when we get them transcripts back for the higher courts and judges and the superior court and people who look at fairness see all this, they gonna say y'all didn't show none of this shit.
Yeah.
What are y'all talking about? Y'all reaching now. They reaching too much when they should have just charged me with whatever these little
Man.
charges. I would have been out by now. but they was reaching. So I'm willing to take the sacrifice to sit for a couple years, sit for a year till the transcript come for my freedom. I'm
Yeah.
not taking no plea for something I didn't do. That just
I
it
get
kind of
it.
go against my code. It go against my code.
I get it. I really do. I definitely feel you. I feel like shit, man. Listen, you got to stand on business, you know? So I
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
understand that. And you know, while we speaking about motherhood, fatherhood, like how is it for you, you know, being a father like behind bars now?
Um, my kids love me to death. My son's birthday coming up. He done
Okay.
had me buy him some damn Bottega shoes,
For
all
sure.
type of man, the gaming truck for him and his little crew.
Yeah.
Uh, they going to this little event where he having this party at. I forgot the name. His mom just did it, but yeah, he man, they ain't changed because they know they father.
Yeah.
Plus he's a football star. He loves football
Hey.
and all that. So he just as long as you can still my children are of age, so they're not
Yeah.
little babies or
Yeah, yeah,
nothing like
yeah.
that. So they understand, they know, they know how to hold it down. They're not,
Yeah.
in tears, none of that. It's still like I'm here, I'm there. You
Yeah.
feel me? So especially the camp I'm at now, in Fulton and Rice Street, we couldn't do
Yeah.
personal visits and things of that nature. But the camp I'm at now, you can do personal visits and things of that nature. So you're able to still build that
Yeah.
relationship,
Exactly.
with your kids and that nature. You sometimes you have little weird, crazy baby mamas and all that, but I got this one perfect baby mama. She is
Amen.
an angel. Yeah, she is
Amen,
an angel.
man.
I don't
Amen.
argue with her. She don't do nothing. She just love me to death. So, I commend her for that. And she got my son on the right track, with sports, and he loves sports. I just sent him to the Falcons game and all that. So I'm still
Wow.
doing as a father.
For
You
sure.
feel me? Like it don't matter where I'm at.
For sure.
My name ring bells. If you go call Rice Street, it's gonna ring bells there. It's gonna ring bells everywhere. So
For
it don't matter
sure.
where they put me at. You can't hold a Leo, a lion down.
Hey,
You
that
feel me?
part. That part, man.
It don't
Now,
matter where you put me at.
that part, man. Now, how did they react to seeing your hair being cut? And how did you react to the haircut?
Man, okay. First, they cut your hair off like a damn bald head, and
Hell
the
yeah.
barber the barber just coming in and just goddamn shave your shit off. He don't give you no line up or
Right,
nothing.
like damn.
but once my hair grew back,
Yeah.
I say about 2 weeks or whatever, and I went to the barber and got paid the barber, give me a line up and stuff. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn. Mind you, I had a haircut in like 15 years, so I'm
Facts.
looking
You
in the
had the
mirror.
locks.
I'm looking in the mirror, yeah. I'm like, man, I look sexy as hell with a haircut. So now,
Type
so now
shit.
I done got my fro cut off a couple times. I won't even let my fro grow no more because I'm like, damn, I haven't seen myself with a
Yeah.
even all over in a long time.
Right.
You feel me? Like, so I'm like, damn, I actually do look handsome when I
Yeah.
brushing my hair and shit. I'm like, okay,
Hey.
okay.
For
I don't even
sure.
know if I want the dreads back,
Type
man.
shit. Nah, for
Damn.
sure,
Yeah.
for sure, man. That's what's up, and that's
Most
that's definitely
definitely.
cool to hear, you
Keller was
know,
that?
for sure.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
talk about, being cellmates with YFN Lucci at one point in time. Like, man, what type of conversations was y'all having?
Oh man, that's my brother, man. That's my brother. We was bunk mates for I say about 4 months.
Mm.
First it was me and Dirk when the case first
Oh,
started in
damn.
2019. Yeah, first in
Mm.
2019. If you pull up Dirk case in 2019 in Atlanta, first it was me and Dirk bunk mates. So that's my brother from another. Like I've been knowing Dirk, over 10 plus years.
Yeah.
And then when my bond got revoked, Lucci was in Rice Street, so I had to be bump mates with him in 2021. So, we built a strong. Me and Lucci already got a song together, but
Yeah.
as far as us being bump mates, man, we
Wow.
built a strong relationship. Like we was actually brothers, like we been knowing each other all our life or something.
Wow.
So, and mind you, Lucci the first nigga showed me how to cook a damn pocket in jail, man.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, so when I got there, Lucci showed me how to cook, man, because he was already there for a couple months before I got there.
Mm.
Yeah, they had us in the same room before they separated us, before they moved us to population and stuff. But they
Wow.
had us in the same room. They had us in the same room for like 4 months. We was too hard to handle,
For
man. We was
sure.
too hard.
For
Yeah, for
sure,
sure.
man. For sure, man. Well, hell yeah. Like,
Yeah.
and talk about your upbringing growing up in Atlanta, man. How was it for you?
Oh man, it was Atlanta. I salute Metro and Spinz too for that new
For sure.
project they just put out.
Hell yeah.
That's the real. That's the real Atlanta right there.
Futuristic
You
Summa.
know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the real Atlanta, the fun. You know,
Yes.
Atlanta is not drill music or none of that. You know, every side has their culture. You know,
Yeah.
Chicago is drill music.
Hell yeah.
I salute the death out of Chicago.
For
But
sure.
Atlanta
Fun.
is fun
Yes.
music you can make a dance to,
For sure.
or it's gonna be that trap music, you know, that
Yes, sir.
that future. You feel me? That little baby. It's one of the three:
Hell
fun,
yeah.
dance, or trap.
Yeah, I
So all
agree.
that other stuff, all that other stuff, that ain't the real Atlanta. What Spins and Metro just did, that's the real Atlanta.
Oof, that's real shit, man. That's beautiful, man. And for you, talk about your big break moments in music, man. You got signed, by Reid at age 21. Like, how was that?
Man, it was something different, man. Like, mind you, I wasn't really fond of rapping. I just hung
Mm.
around all the rappers.
Okay.
You feel me? So back then you had Young Book, you had Schoolboy,
Yeah.
and man, Thug was in the same crew.
Yeah.
So
Hell yeah.
yeah, Thug really motivated me. I
Mm.
salute him because he really motivated me to spit my first rhyme.
Wow.
You feel me? So yeah, these were the influences for me. Thug,
Wow.
Schoolboy, Young Book, Kwony Cash, and
Yeah.
all these people, So yeah, I just hung around the rappers. I go to the club,
Mm.
throw my money. They already had 5 songs and
Type
stuff in
shit.
the streets in Atlanta and stuff. They had Atlanta on fire.
Yeah.
So yeah, Thug, mind you, if you pull up the I Got It song, me and Thug,
Yeah.
he influenced me to rap, and then
Wow.
it just went on from there. So I just jumped in at the right time and just end up after a couple of songs end up making cashing out, and
Yeah.
I just ended up getting signed before everybody. So it was just like time.
Mm.
I didn't know that was like something in the universe. I didn't know that
Yeah.
was gonna happen like that. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. And I gotta salute my man Dun Deal, man. And I came up
Yeah.
working with
Oh,
Dun
yeah. I
Deal.
forgot.
I came up
Done
working
deal
with
get
Dun
everybody
Deal,
bees in the
man.
hood.
For sure. And he was definitely like I was always a student of the game, but just seeing him work with y'all, like it's like, man, just these
Yeah.
stories run deep. Like, man.
Done deal was the hood Dr. Dre. He
Ooh,
didn't
that's a good one.
charge no. He
That's a
didn't.
good
Yeah,
one.
he didn't charge nobody for no beats. He
Wow.
just wanted. He just wanted to see every artist in Atlanta
Wow.
win. So mind you, what
Damn.
type of hard Done Deal got? Cause he make hard, super hard beats, and
100%.
he was not charging us a dime.
Mm.
Only thing we did was pay for the little studio time
Yeah.
where he was recording.
Yeah.
That's it. But other than
Wow.
that, he didn't. He wanted us to blow up,
For
man.
sure.
And I salute Dun Deal for lending his beats out at that time, at that period of time,
For
just to see
sure.
me, Doug, Schoolboy, and all these other hood artists come up with they work, man.
Straight up. Nah, that's some real shit, man. I'm definitely gonna send them that clip too, because I think a lot of times like people just be wanting to hear that. They just be wanting to know, like, damn, you ain't forgot about me, like,
Man,
you know
hell
what I
no,
mean? Like
man.
that's
Like I say, he's
hard.
the hood Dr. Dre.
Yeah, and I love
He,
that. That's
he,
real.
yeah,
And
he snapped.
and on a side note, I got a side note I gotta ask, like, what you know and Thug and of course Lucci, like, what's your real thoughts on them like just making up and letting all the bullshit go, putting music out and stuff. What's your thoughts on that?
Oh man, God, I ain't even gonna say God. I don't like to put no name on it, but the Heavenly Father, the
Mm.
universe, and spirit, your soul can change for a lot of things.
Yeah.
And so, is it, you know, we don't have to say they had to make music together or anything, but it could have been like, hey, we just smooth because would you rather come back in the court system and do this shit all over again?
Mm.
You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
so what's bigger or what's better?
Yeah.
Being out there with your family,
Mm.
because we all done been through this system.
Yeah, for
Mine was
sure.
just a
For
little different.
sure.
Yeah, mine was just different. I didn't take a plea. That's it.
Yeah.
You feel me? Everybody else, they felt comfortable with and I would have felt comfortable if they would have said a 25 to 10. I would have took it.
Type
But
shit.
if they told me something different, so I'm
Type
like,
shit,
hell no,
yeah.
I just fight y'all, a
Yeah.
little bit on down the road. But
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't mind none of that because before anything, the whole Atlanta used to work together.
Oh
So
man, yes, yes.
when I see stuff like that, man, I just be like, hey, peace to all the brothers, man, and keep
Mm.
winning, keep getting money, and keep providing for your kids and your family, man. That's the main thing right
That's
there.
it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's real shit.
I didn't get in
And
the rap game to beef or none of that. That's why you don't see
yeah,
me with beef with nobody.
for sure. Nah, for real.
I left the streets. I left that in the streets.
Man, for real. One thing about it, when I think about your music, I think about fun, partying,
Yeah,
shit
facts.
like that. Like, so I want to ask, like,
Let's
recall
get
working
it.
with Young Dolph on that backdoor song, man. That was my shit.
Yeah, most definitely. Dolph a real cool brother, man. Like humble. Didn't charge me for no verse or none of that.
Wow.
This was at the time when Dolph was on the come up too. He
Damn.
had some of the hottest records
Hell
in the
yeah.
club at the time. So yeah, he heard the song, and mind you, he pulled up to the hood and shot the video with no problem.
Yeah.
You feel me? So he heard the song and he was like, man, I always mess with your music. Listen, I don't know some of these artists be listening to my
Hell
mixtape.
yeah.
So they was like, besides the radio music, they was like, man, your mixtapes be
Nigga, you
on some
got
real
underground
trap.
bangers, nigga. What you
Yeah,
mean?
they like, man, your mixtapes be on some real trap.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like, man, because when I go in mixtape mode,
Yeah,
I give you a whole different side
for
of me.
sure.
You feel me? I got my radio mode. That's
Yeah.
let's get it, cashing out, she twerking,
Yeah.
etc. Then I got my mixtape mode, and I'm
Keisha.
giving you I'm giving you the streets on that
Straight up.
side. Yeah, so I be surprised, like when certain artists hit me up, because I be a fan of theirs,
Yeah.
but they be a fan of me too. Just like
Right.
the songs I got with Party Next Door, I never knew he was a
Crazy.
fan of my music. You feel me? Because I'm too much of a fan of his music.
Yeah.
You feel me? That be big to me, man. I
Hell
still be
yeah.
acting like a little kid.
Nah, I
Yeah,
think it's dope though. And again, for me being a journalist, I think that shit is so cool because it's like, I'm a fan of all y'all niggas' music, but for y'all, when y'all
yeah,
meet each other and y'all really be like, damn, but I listen to you, but you listen to me, that shit hard.
facts.
Like, that shit
Yeah,
too damn
especially when
hard.
somebody bigger than you, so you be
Yeah.
surprised. Yeah,
For
you be surprised.
sure.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
music is a vibe and it's an emotion and it's like, when you going in there doing your thing and being yourself, that's what it's for. It's going to connect with who it need to connect with.
facts,
And
facts, facts.
and for me, like I said, I feel like, man, you got hella bangers that for me they
Pretty
like
much,
underground bangers. Like I would consider
pretty
them
much.
underground
Yeah.
bangers. But let me ask you this though, like, even in the case, and people may say, the one hit wonder comments, like, but to us, you got
Yeah,
multiple records that the culture knows. But like, what's your response to that
facts.
narrative?
Oh man, you have to know the music business.
Yeah,
See, I
yeah,
never had a co-signed
yeah,
or
yeah,
a Yo Gotti or everything was done out of getting the check, flipping it, and putting it back in. You
yes,
feel me? So it wasn't no TDE. It wasn't
yeah,
none of that behind me. It was
yeah,
just me and my crew. So mind you, when you working records and when you pushing records, mind you, it costs money.
Oh man, let's be clear.
It costs 6 figures. Yeah, it costs 6 figures or better just to
Straight
push a
up.
record or break a record.
Yep.
Why you think a lot of artists, the rap game is just like the draft, the NBA draft,
Yeah.
NBA draft.
Yeah.
You feel an NFL draft? Like, yeah, a lot of people doing it,
Yeah.
but a lot of people ain't gonna make it
Right.
to BET Awards and to Grammys and to #1 records. So they don't understand how much money we had to spend as a team on
Right.
Cash. They don't
Man.
understand how much money we had to spend as a team on She Twerking. They don't understand how much money we had to spend as a team on Let's Get It featuring Wiz
Ty
Khalifa
Dolla
and Ty Dolla
Sign.
Sign. They don't understand how much money I was finna invest in this new single before they locked me up. So
Yeah.
every time you get ready to push a single, you might as well go on in your head, go on and get in your head that you finna sit aside $250,000
For
or better.
sure. For sure.
You feel?
For
Because
sure.
it takes money to make money. You feel me?
For
So
sure.
that's why I salute. That's why I salute Yo Gotti and how he pull up on his artists.
Yeah.
And really give them a bag of money to get them out the streets.
That's real.
Because without no money, your artist gonna be in the streets,
Straight up.
be in the hood, and he gonna be done did something and got locked up.
Man.
So Yo Gotti pulls up. If you pull up any Yo Gotti clips,
Yeah.
he pulls up in the hood. You see him give people $500,000.
Nah, that's facts.
$1 million. So if somebody pull up on you and give you that type of money, you ain't got no choice but to live in the studio.
Straight
You ain't
up.
got to hang in the hood no more. You can go buy you a car. You can go rent you a condo. You can go get you some jewelry with that type of money and just be in the studio. You
Yeah.
feel me? So a lot of people don't know what it takes.
Right.
They think you just put a song on YouTube and then you out of here.
Right.
Nah, that happens very rare.
Right.
It happens very rare. But other than that, you can ask Yo Gotti, you can ask anybody. It takes money to
Straight
make
up.
money.
Yeah, and that's real. And I'm glad you said that. I think, because it's when anybody does say the one hit wonder shit, it's like, for one, I always be like, all right, nigga, you don't know the culture like that, one. And then two, you don't know the
No, you
business
gotta
like
say
that, nigga. What you talking about?
you gotta say at least say 3. Cause
Yes, let's be clear.
Cash Now went #1 on hip hop and urban.
Yeah,
She Twerking damn near went #1, and Let's Get It went top 20.
for
So
sure.
you got to know, like you said, the music business. You got to know
Yeah.
media base. You got to know the
Yes.
charts. You got to
Yeah.
know all these things to actually know where records have went. And well, you think it, like, if you go down my page, you see me and Wiz Khalifa in Dubai.
Yeah, man.
A lot of people don't do shows in Dubai.
Yeah.
They don't know you. If they don't know you,
Let's be clear.
So, man, a lot of people don't do BET Awards. A lot of
Yeah,
people don't
man.
do these things. It's a lot of people you see on YouTube, but you never seen them on an award show.
Yeah.
You never see them. You never see them on tours. You never see them doing 3-4 shows a week. You feel me? So pay attention, cause you
Yeah.
already know when niggas getting money, they posting they flyers all week.
For sure.
Hey, I got a show here.
Yeah, yeah.
I got a show here. Name too many artists who doing that these days.
Yeah, man.
Ain't too many.
Yeah.
Ain't too many on tour.
That's
A couple
true.
niggas be on tour.
Just the legacy acts.
Yeah, only a couple niggas be on tour. Raw
Yeah.
Ray, Lil Baby,
Yeah.
Youngboy, Drake, Future, Kendrick Lamar. And then you got the other hood niggas who do a lot of hood shows.
Yeah.
Other than that, you ain't really doing nothing but getting YouTube views.
Yeah.
Because it
Straight
takes
up.
money to make money.
Let's be clear. And that's a fact. That's a fact.
Come on, man.
And speaking of music though, I do heard you got this upcoming, is it a project with you, Young Drama and DJ Spinz? Like, what we doing?
Man, Spinz, Spinz didn't know all this was coming down the pipeline.
Mm.
So, Spinz is my go-to. I'm talking about, mind you, Spinz done did every hit radio record of mine.
Yeah.
So like I said, when I get in radio mode, I'm kind of like Kendrick Lamar. When I come out my eggshell, I'm like, okay, it's time to make a radio hit or something.
Yeah.
You feel me? I call Spinz. You feel me? So me and Spinz was at mansion. He got a studio in his mansion,
Yeah.
and we was just locked in. I'm talking about, man, we was listening to all type of music, you know, from back in the days, from
Yeah.
T-Lo to Lauryn Hill,
Mm.
you know, just man, just like we was already on that vibe.
Mm.
We had made like 6 straight hit records, like, and I was already on goddamn shrooms and shit. So
Type shit.
I was rapping all goddamn night, boy. You
Yeah.
couldn't stop.
Damn.
Man, I felt like Michael Jackson in that
Type
motherfucker.
shit.
So, man, your Spinz got these special records
Mm.
that when the time is right,
Yeah.
I told him to do whatever he want to do with them, because, man, they gonna make some money, man. I'm
That
talking about,
part.
man.
That part.
Ooh, yeah,
I
I make
can't wait
radio
to
records in
hear it.
my sleep. I make that in my sleep.
Man, I can't wait to hear them records. So, man, salute to Spinz, man. We got to salute to him again. He definitely, you know, an important, you know, glue to this music shit for sure.
Yeah, me and Spins are just alike when it comes to music, because we like to check the scene.
Yeah.
Mind you, Spins always pop out at the right
He
time. Just
yeah,
like
that's facts. That's facts.
just like with him and Metro.
Yep.
So mind you, that's how my music career is. It never was just, you know, boom, boom, boom,
For
boom,
sure.
boom, boom, boom. It always was like, okay, this feel like the right season.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, this feel like the right year.
Yeah.
Like, we could have been chilling for, you know, 2-3 years or anything. Just, you know, people don't understand you have other business
Yep.
that's going on, whether it's a storefront, whether it's property or anything.
Yep.
So they don't understand that. You know, just take for instance Rick Ross. He just loved doing music just to have fun.
Absolutely.
But he got a whole bunch of other
Exactly.
businesses
Yeah, for sure.
that make way more than music.
Right.
You feel me? So they don't understand the life that we live. You know, when you playing with a certain amount of money, whether it's 3 million, 5 million, 10
Yeah.
million, you can do a lot of things with that money when you put it in the right places.
Amen.
So yeah, so me and Spins are the same when it comes to seasons. And before I came in 2021, we was in that zone like, hey, it's time to take over. And then he's like, damn, brother, I didn't know you was better get locked up. And
Yeah.
I've been locked up ever since. Yeah.
Damn. Nah, that's some real shit, man. And you know, what do you want your legacy to be, just musically and personally?
Oh man, just understand that, damn, Cash out every time he put out a record, it'd be like a timeless song.
Mm.
Like somebody just came to me and said, damn, we was just in the club and they dropped she twerking and boy ass
For
went
sure.
shaking everywhere.
Straight up.
You feel me? So,
Yeah.
You have 1 minute left.
I learned that from listening to the Drake, like, you know, it don't matter if it's just one at a time.
Yeah.
Try to make a timeless record every time.
That's real shit. And I know we just got 1 minute left. So, you know, lastly, I was just gonna say thank you for your time, and you know, keep your head up. And another thing too, like shit, I'm here, you know, like we gonna
You'll see me
definitely.
in a minute now.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
will
say,
see me.
hey man, listen, the next
You will
interview,
see
we
me.
gonna do this shit in person, my nigga, and
Yeah,
I
at
can't
home.
wait. I can't
Yeah,
wait, man. But you know, more blessings to
yeah.
you, man, and drama. I definitely
Likewise.
appreciate you, man, for sure.
Peace and blessings, man.
Peace
You
and
have a blessed
blessings,
day.
man. Yep.
Yeah.
Speak to y'all soon.
All right.
All right, y'all.
The Progress Report.